Hello, welcome again. Thanks for staying. Thank you so much. I appreciate your sharing, your subscribing, your being here, your showing up. Thank you so much. Please, if it happens to be that you're just watching for the first time, kindly subscribe. If you gain this, if you gain something, subscribe, share, tell someone that something good is happening, and follow. Thank you so much. Now, in the previous class, we started with this. We'll continue on our series of logarithms, solving expressions, solving questions on logarithm. Now, what happened in the previous class had happened, I think, once or twice. While I was solving the class, the power supply went off. It's something that is peculiar with this line. Now, everything is still working out for good. I've decided to continue. So let's continue with this. We have express y in terms of x. Now, what this is simply saying is make y subject to the formula. There are little variables here. Variables are what you're looking for. The alphabets, y and x, you look here. And there are two questions here. Question number one, question number two. Take them one by one. So, express y in terms of x. It's another way of saying change your subject formula. Now, change or subject formula happen to be one of the subjects I like, one of the topics I like so much, because it helps you, depending on how a bit complex that one is, you apply several mathematical laws and principles. So it's one that reminds you, you try to put this in. So it's one of the things we're going to do here. But this one, you're going to start with logarithm. It's not going to be much. So let's look at it. Solution. Let's take number one. Question number one is the log of y minus 1 in base 3 is equals to x. Simple. Now, one of the things about maths is if you try, you fail, try again, keep trying until you get it. If you can't, then you ask for someone. Now, looking at this, what we'll do not forget the definition of logarithm. I've defined that the log of a number to a particular base is the number of times the base will be raised to give the number. Like the log of a in base b is equals to x, means the number of times this base will be raised. So this base raised to b to give the number. So the number is a, the base of a has been raised to b. So in other words, this is now the log form, the logarithmic form, and this is the exponential form. The word exponential means the power form. So what you had as a base have now become a standing number, and then you have the other equal number. The equal number become an exponential, that is a power. So what we'll do is the same principle will apply here. So this one is the log of a number, the log of this to a particular base, and that base is 3. The number of times this base will be raised. So this base is raised to the power of x, and this will remain x. Sorry, this is going to remain y minus 1. You see it? Now, if you like, you still leave your bracket in it, or you remove the bracket at this point. So it's very easy now. You see, you're almost close. Now, what you do is you want a situation when they say make y express y in terms of x, or make y the subject formula, like make y subjects. What that means is going to be that y is equals to this and this. So that's what you're supposed to do. So if you have it as this, what's remaining? You have, ask yourself, what is disturbing y from standing alone? So you have y is equals to this. What is disturbing y from standing alone is minus 1. So what you do is to do the additive inverse of the disturbance of y. That is how I used to call it. I normally call it in quotes a disturbance, or what is stopping y from standing alone. So you do the opposite of it, which is called the additive inverse. So that may just say very quickly, when minus 1 crosses here, it becomes plus 1. But you know I've said this in previous videos. Please check my previous videos. You learn some of these things and the way I've gone about them gradually. So if this crosses the other way, you can have it as y is equals to what? 3 raised to the power this plus 1. But it wasn't just like this, it didn't just happen this way. What it did was an additive inverse. So do the additive inverse to both sides. Additive inverse of minus 1. What is the additive inverse of minus 1? It is plus 1. So you add it on both sides, it becomes y minus 1 plus 1. Additive inverse of minus 1, which is actually plus 1, right? So you do it on both sides, 3x plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 is 0, so you have y is equals to y plus 0 is equals to 3 raised to the power of x minus plus 1. So y minus 0 is equals to y is equals to 3x plus 1. At this point, you successfully made y the subject of the formula is equals to 3 raised to the power of x plus 1. This is it. You successfully make y the subject of the formula. Now, was it simple? If it's difficult, look at it again and then try it. Now, let me even do this. Take this as an assignment. Try your hands on it. And let's see in the next class how you solve it. Thank you so much. Now, let's call it a day today. Thanks so much. Please like, share, subscribe. If you gain value, tell your friends. See you next time.